What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Jedi Knights Watch. It's me again, and it's
It's
him
me
again.
again too.
So we were talking on our stream just a few minutes ago that we
Don't
were
lie.
taking guesses
Don't
on
lie.
what
We were waiting. Don't lie.
right. We were taking guesses on what we would see tonight, if we'd see anything at all. And yeah, we're guessing. And I thought we would see two figures. We've already hit that number, Fabs. I thought one would be Return of the Jedi and one would be something else, Star Wars. So far, they're both non-return of the Jedi figures, but we got an Emperor, which we both thought was very, very possible. Not quite the
Just
Emperor
not
we
from not
thought.
right. Not from the right line we thought, but we got one.
Right. So this we were about to. I think we were getting close to kind of wrapping it up, and then we're like, "Oh, better check one more time." And then
and
Emperor's
then he
out,
and then
and
he goes Emperor's out, and I was like, yeah, okay. And as I said, yeah, okay. I'm like, let me see if he's lying. And I thought 100% he was lying. And then when I see it, I was like, no way. Crazy announcement. Oh my
except that's
god.
not what he said. He said, "Holy shit!" But hopefully, some of you guys didn't go to bed yet on the East Coast and Central Time, because we're gonna take a look at this figure real time with you guys. I've seen like one or two photos here. Fabs, you're kind of looking at it already here, but let's just
Oh yes.
dig right into it. So, the Emperor, Darth Sidious. This is going to be from Clone Wars. So at first I thought it was going to be Revenge of the Sith because he kind of had this. It was like a more burgundy hood, um, and I think the head sculpt looks a lot like Revenge of the Sith. So I could see a lot of people using that. But let's just take a
Mhm.
look here.
Oh man, look at that.
Look at that sinister looking
Yep. You know
like
what this
face.
you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like one of the bad guys from the Resident Evil 4 game. Yeah, Resident Evil 4. They had these like monks like in this like castle thing, and this is like exactly what they look like.
So we both noticed this is more of like a tighter fit outfit as opposed to like Revenge of the Sith. But again, this is Clone Wars.
Right.
This is how the character looked in Clone Wars. So it does seem pretty accurate. The first thing that stands out to me outside of that creepy face, Fabs, is going to be the base. I really love that they're going to this style of base here with
Yes.
it's kind of raised up. I love how the metal plaque is underneath and then it's the circular base. I think that's really cool. And it just I don't know, something about the In Art Joker. I really like that too. The circular base. I think circular just works well for these figures. It just looks more unified, maybe a little bit more. I want to say like smooth, but it incorporates better. It seems like instead of having the rectangular base,
And
to me anyway,
I
it
don't know
flows better.
I don't know if you know this, but that's a magnetic base too.
Oh, is it?
No. Yeah,
No.
I love that's a new style of base. It looks nice. Again, I'm not going to use something like that because it's unnecessarily too tall. It's
Unnatural.
it's going to look beautiful though, just like this. Look how classy that looks. So, I just from looking at that head sculpt already, I'm telling you this figure is going to be a 9.5 head sculpt. It looks amazing.
And he doesn't look like Return
I
of
have
the Jedi
I have
Emperor.
no complaints.
He looks more like friendlier but creepier.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
hard to explain. Like it's creepy.
definitely creepy, but he looks amazing. The detail, there's like I said, I have no complaints. There's nothing that I can point out that, for me to be like, "Oh, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look right." He looks incredible.
Yeah, the tailoring on the outfit looks great. The outfit itself looks good. You're gonna have a wire in the hood. You're gonna have a wire in the robes here in the garments. He looks pretty flexible here.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be able to do some stuff. But here's the head sculpt. Got
Yep.
separate rolling eyes. So I think the smirk works better with the hood on.
Yes.
But I think he looks good. I just
No,
think
he
if you
looks
want to
great.
use this for other stuff,
I'm telling you
might be a
right
little
now,
hard.
this smirk is not bad at all. There's nothing wrong with it. It's gonna look better with the hood with the hoodie on because he looks more menacing with it on. You know what I mean? So that
Right.
smirk, it's gonna look more evil with that hood on. Right now, he looks like he's trying to smile while looking creepy and pale and looking like powder. You know what I mean? So that's
Hmm.
the difference. But with the hoodie, forget it.
He's got the spots on the skin. He's got
Yeah,
the slicked back hair.
yeah.
I love that they're doing the separate rolling eyes. It
It's got the H spots.
it just helps with the figure.
It's beautiful, beautiful. Guys, I can't believe it. I can't believe this is happening right now. Insane. No, it's insane. Look how sexy that is right there. Look at that. Darth Maul point 2.0. Unreal. Imagine. No, he looks awesome. He looks really, really awesome. My God.
That's a great pose. Just
Yeah,
just
look at that.
sinister.
Very classy. Very, very
Right.
classy figure. Very sharp.
And people say museum poses can't be
Man.
awesome or
My, mu-
fun.
my
Come on.
museum poses are the best.
So we're gonna get the lightning effects.
But look how they
They
look how
they
they're
go
mounted
into the fingers.
fingertips. Yep. How crazy is that?
The other ones went like between the fingers,
Yeah,
correct?
the other ones were trash. They never stayed properly. Like they always move. They never. They're very flimsy. The plastic is very soft, weak. Yeah, these look nice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this outfit too. You got kind of the
Yep.
pinstriping going on, just faint. You got this metal,
Yep.
buckle
That
here.
looks
I like the
really nice.
burgundy with
Yep.
the blue, the navy.
Yep. Very, very nice. Very, very, very nice.
That's cool.
Yep.
With the hands, those hands too are just kind
Yeah. Well, that's his strong hand, so
of grab my strong hand.
oh man. But no,
And
it's
those separate rolling eyes are just going to help a lot of these creepy looks. You see his head's pointed one way, but the eyes are the other. So having those separate rolling eyes is just really going to help you get a lot more looks to this thing.
yep. You're gonna be able to pull off a bunch because he looks very creepy. Look at
That's so
that.
cool.
That's badass right there. Look at that. That's awesome.
Happy Star Wars Day, everybody.
Yep. That's correct. Do you think we're getting more stuff? Oh wait, we
Tonight?
did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Look at this.
Yeah, who's that? Oh, my boy. My
Darth
boy.
Maul.
Yep, I just mentioned him. Do they fight? Did you watch the show? Do they fight on the show? Probably, right?
Yeah, they do. Because I think I think the Emperor kills his brother,
Maybe
and then they
maybe
fight,
maybe you
and
could
then he's
maybe
like
you
begging for mercy and stuff.
who Darth Maul?
Yeah,
Oh, he loses? Unreal.
yeah.
Maybe you could teach me something that I for some reason maybe I, I can't figure out like so episode 1, who is Darth Maul supposed to be? Like
He's
he's
a Sith.
but like he's his own thing. He's not like, his buddy over here.
His buddy.
He's not like the Emperor's like buddy friend like Darth Vader is.
He's his apprentice.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't understand why. So why do they fight in Clone Wars?
Because
He's training him, or they just
because I think he's becoming like a threat. Like Sith lords,
they become too
they
powerful.
like they don't like to keep I'm probably not going to do a great job at explaining this, but there's needs to be one dominant, and then if there's a threat, that's why he always kept like Vader, made sure he was like in pain and whatnot, not only to keep the dark side flowing through him, but also just to kind of keep him at bay a little bit
Yeah,
and make sure he
you got to
was
keep him weak.
right,
Yeah, he kept him. He was like the puppet master.
right.
Yeah, I never understood. Maybe, and I watched it a couple times. Episode 1, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what am I missing? Like, you know what I mean?
I could be wrong too, but I thought Maul was also upset that he like moved on and like had Lord Vader, and kind of felt like he was just kind of left to the side. So
Yes. And that's why I would love to like really like get it real deep into Star Wars to like really learn these little things. But it's just so much information, man. It's like
it is.
you gotta take go to like Star Wars college to learn everything. These pictures look incredible. The hands, look at the hands. The hands are crazy.
Pale.
Yep. No, I'm telling you, there. I have zero complaints about this figure. There's nothing anybody could say about this figure. Having it be look bad or something wrong with it or oh this looks the smirk is ugly or nothing. Everything's perfect. Everything.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yep.
And you can, I mean, this has more versatility than I think the Return of the Jedi one does. With that one, you keep the hood on.
Right.
With this one, you can display it both ways here. I mean,
Right.
you can do it with Return of the Jedi, but I think it works better for this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is a beautiful piece,
Okay.
and the head sculpt is completely different than that one, than the other one you mentioned. So
Right. USB lightsabers, which we kind of talked about in the last show too. Just kind of everything's going that route.
oh
So
wow.
LED lightsaber powered by USB. So the lightning effects definitely aren't going to be as long, which I like as well
Right.
compared to
I
Return of
rather
the
that.
Jedi.
Yep. I rather that than those long useless ones. Yep.
So they won't be too heavy either to fall off of the fingers. But I like the new way that they're attaching those. Fabs does as well. The outfit looks superb. Separate rolling eyes are great. The head sculpt is great. You're going to have wires running through this thing, so you're going to be able to pose it how you want. I kind of like the slenderness to it as well. It just looks
Right.
creepy.
Slim. Yeah. Very slim. Very. No, it's a very classy figure. Look, if you didn't give this a name, you could pull this off as some type of scary, scary character or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
some like scary priest or something like that.
Yeah, so this will be awesome. Price. What are you going to guess price point on
Oh
this thing?
wow. I mean, with all that stuff, I'm gonna probably go with hmm.
I'm going to say 285.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, but I'm gonna go 295.
Okay. I could see it being closer to 3 because it is a new
Yep.
head sculpt.
Yep.
Everything's new. Um,
Yep.
new
And
base.
the new base, exactly. You got the new base, you got the LED stuff, the USB stuff, you got the effect, which is not much, but it's a new effect, so they'll charge you for that. Believe me when I tell you. So yeah, I'm gonna say 295 to 305. Or
Okay.
295 to 315.
I think we're both in the same ballpark there. I think I don't think it'll be too bad, but it's not going to be cheap.
Right. And it'll be
All
worth
right.
a penny.
Well, since they keep, I want to refresh this one more time just to make sure. Okay. So, so we got one more, guys, that we're going to look at here, and it's going to be Commander Fox. I'm not familiar with this character. We actually talked about this on the previous show as well. So it's just funny that they're dumping this stuff
Yep.
tonight. But it's a cool looking trooper outfits. Phase 1. I do like the like a sigil or the design on the front here. You got the printed kind of battle damage going on. You can just see all the paint chips and scuffs going on here. Have you looked at these at all?
I did, yeah.
Okay. This is my first time seeing these, so I'll let you kind of speak on it, and I'll kind of jump in.
Well, I mean, it's nothing crazy besides the new little design. So that symbol in the middle, that's awesome. That looks beautiful. I love that color. I don't know what it is about
I
that
was gonna
color,
say
but
that.
it's like really really nice. But again, it's just a plain trooper, a plain clone. There's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing crazy about it. There's nothing. Oh my God, this is out of this world about it. But it's different and it looks nice. You know what I mean? It's a very classy figure as well. You can have this by itself, next to anybody else, and it'll look really, really nice. It was displayed with the cards on guard, so now people who don't have there you go. So now people who don't have these, they're gonna start looking for these to be able to display something like this, which looks beautiful. So again, just another clone, but different.
No, I like the burgundy as well. It's
Yep,
just yeah, it's different. It's
different. Yep.
in a way, it's weird. It stands out, even though it's like a
Exactly.
darker
Look at
color.
the darkness. Yep, the darkness of it makes it look really nice.
I like the holster style too on these. It's different than just the pleather
Yep.
holster.
Yep.
It looks awesome. He's kind of got like almost like the shore trooper had the little
Yeah,
draping
the little skirt.
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 So no head sculpt
Nope.
or anything like that. But it looks like it comes with a lot of weapons: 2 pistols, a couple blasters,
Yeah, that long
a
gun.
rifle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he does come with a lot of weapons, it looks like. And that's like the hardest part for me to decide which weapon to use for which, for which figure. And I try not to use those long rifles too much because they're really, really long and they're like so useless. You know what I mean? They take up so much
Right.
room the long way. So it's like, but I still display my figures with them on, but it's just like, oh man, they take up so much room.
You could do it vertical, and he's just kinda holding it
You
on the
can, right?
ground.
You
Yeah.
can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool. I like the detail in the armor and just kind of like like I said, the battle damage,
Do you
the
know what that
print.
symbol means or no?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
I
No,
don't
I have no
either.
idea.
No, we've talked about it in the past. You and I have had a hard time getting into the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I've skipped around and I've watched a bunch, but it's more of the later seasons. I've tried to watch the beginning seasons twice. It's tough. I can't. I even tried watching Andor the other night, and it didn't start with a lot of excitement, so it was just really hard for me to kinda get into it, and it was late at night too, so I'm just kinda like, "Okay, I gotta watch something else." So I'll try that again too, but, like, I don't know, Clone Wars is really well renounced, but it's not for everybody, I guess.
You
Not
know
everybody can get into it.
you know what I just realized? I think the reason why I can't get into that stuff is because I already know that I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like I don't really know everything about it or what at least what I need to know about it. And I know that watching these shows, I'm probably not gonna understand it like, by myself anyway if somebody's not explaining it to me. So that's why I feel like I don't even want to but like the Bad Batch I watched 2 episodes. Cool show, but again, I couldn't get it because whatever they're talking about, I don't know what it means. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like I don't know what what I'm paying attention to. So that was one thing. And then for Clone Wars, I watched, I think it was either 1 or 2 episodes as well. And again, it didn't make sense from the beginning. I'm like, what am I watching? I don't really, and I don't know if they go backwards to explain. So I didn't even bother. But I would love to understand all that stuff.
Yeah, same here. I watched The Bad Batch for a while, and it just like, I knew the time period, like, they talked about the Emperor, and you saw Tarkin a little bit, and that was cool, but I didn't have it like you, like, I didn't have enough familiarity
Right.
that I could really, like, grasp it or get into it, so,
Mhm.
like, I didn't really know where The Bad Batch came from, so, like, that
Right.
didn't really mean a lot to me,
Yeah,
but,
somebody and it's funny you say that, and because I was like, what are these guys supposed to be? Because again, I didn't know anything about it. So I was like, what are these guys supposed to be? And they're like, they're supposed to be clones, but they just went bad. They came out defective, so that's what they're called, the Bad Batch.
right.
And I was like, what the hell? Like I had no idea. You know what I mean? So I'm like, this is where this is coming from. So stuff like that, it's like, man, it's like depressing. Like you don't even know that.
It is depressing. So
Late,
we get a
late in the house.
pretty yeah, Leighton in the house, unlimited power. What is going on? Hey, thanks for joining us again.
Yes, thank you for coming back.
Um, so we're gonna get a standard base, which is fine. Good amount of hands. The armor looks, like I said, great. You kind of got that skirt, the cool holsters, just a cool color design as well. Phase one helmet. So, we thought maybe you'd get a phase two with it, just to see if they'd add a little bit extra. But like you said, Fabs, it is kind of bare bone. You get a lot of weapons. Price point, I'm still gonna guess 255.
I was gonna say 260. Yep.
Yeah, like I could see it being 250, but
What was
yeah, I'll
what
go
was
right in the
what
middle.
was Vaughn? I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna say it's what Vaughn was. Maybe $10 more.
I don't remember what Vaughn was. Probably
Two
around there.
260. I
Because
think it's 260.
is Jesse like 255?
All
265?
right, let me check. I know Vaughn's like 260 because I just bought him. Um, Vaughn is exactly 250. And what was the other one you mentioned?
Jesse?
Jesse. Yeah, so it'll be 250, 260. I'm gonna say for Fox.
Did Vaughn come with a head sculpt, right?
Vaughn, no, he didn't. Vaughn
No.
was
Jesse did.
Jesse's 285. Yeah, Jesse's 285 because
285.
of the
Okay,
head
so
sculpt.
head sculpt.
Right.
Yep, makes sense. So yeah, this will be sitting right around 255.
Yep. I would say 255, 260, because obviously remember that Vaughn was announced how many years ago? Was it last year? Last year. So obviously, prices increased. So I'm going to say maybe $5 to $10 more, but it shouldn't be more than that.
So you're getting this one and the Emperor? Do you even have to ask?
That Emperor looks beautiful.
Let's finish
Guys,
off on that one again.
guys, you don't even,
Let's
yeah.
see what I like to see what people are
Yeah, what do
saying.
you guys think? What do you guys think of this announcement? What do you think of what it looks like? What do you think of, are you guys getting this? Are you guys excited
Hyped.
for this? Yeah, you guys like were you like wow or you like not this? I mean, a lot of people have been asking for a Palpatine, we didn't expect this, but it's something completely new, completely different. It's not a reissue, it's not a 2.0, it's not something that, we have any reason to complain about. So, it's something to be very excited for.
That's how Hot Toys is sneaky. They show, and they could still give us Return of the Jedi, but they show Return of the Jedi Emperor
But if
in the
you
Vader pictures, and
think
they're
about
like, let's give him this Emperor.
think about this though. Tell me he doesn't look more like episode 3 Palpatine than anything else. No?
I still think the original looks more like Episode 3.
Well, because the reason I'm saying that is because um they may, just tweak it a little bit and just give us, episode 3 or episode, 2, whatever they want. But I feel like that he's coming for those movies as well at some
Because
point.
I don't remember him smiling like this. In Return of the Jedi, I remember him showing them ugly teeth, with the smile that this one has. So
No, I think this
they
part
could
is
do
from
this,
the
but
it's from the prequels.
right. Oh, right. Yes, the prequels. Yes, that I can see. Yep. Gotcha. Absolutely amazing head sculpt.
Yep.
Finally, something amazing released for Star Wars. Oh, come on.
This is pretty much the same time period at episode 3. So I agree. See, there you go. I told you. That's the only face I see. So that's why I'm like, man, this looks very similar to him in episode 3. And I feel like if anything, we'll get a chancellor, from
Right.
3.
When Fabs and I were first looking at this, I mean, I thought at first it was for Episode 3 until I saw the body and how slim it was, and then I read, Clone Wars. So, I mean, yeah, I think for sure you guys are right. This could definitely be used for that as well.
No, it's a beautiful figure, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, we're gonna get updated pictures eventually, and it's gonna be completely different, than these. So don't get upset about it, because it's gonna happen. But as of right now, this is impeccable. This is immaculate. There's zero complaints about it.
Yeah, I don't have any either, and I really like the base choice. So,
So one of my favorite Clone Wars episodes in Sidious full hammer. Ooh, I never saw that. I wish. Maybe I'll YouTube it later.
Leighton, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about this because we were looking at the picture of him going into battle against Maul, and it was because this is like when spoiler is this when he kills his brother and then they're fighting, and it's because Darth Maul's like a threat to the Emperor. Yeah, let us know if you remember that. But yeah, these are great announcements. Hopefully Hot Toys keeps it coming, gives us some more Star Wars stuff. This
No,
looks like a figure that's going to be fun
oh,
to kind of
absolutely.
pose.
It's gonna look so good, man. It's gonna look so good. People are gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is great." Look at that. I can't stop looking at that thing, man.
I think I think this is cool. But even just standing like that, like that's
Look at
cool.
that.
I don't know.
That's super class. No, it's a classy figure. That's super classy. Just holding like that, just standing him like that. It looks beautiful.
I personally get more out of my figures when it's something simple yet so natural and effective like this, as opposed to something like this. I don't
Right.
know. It's just, and that's not everybody, but that's just me. Like, people sometimes talk down about museum pose, but man, if you do it right like that, like, come on, that's
Wait, who talks bad about
dope.
museum poses? I've never heard anything bad about it.
Unreal.
Unreal. Oh my god.
All right. Well, anything else you want to add?
Um, Don't miss out on this, guys. And stay collecting, my friends.
You heard it here first, guys. Thanks for jumping back on Late Night Edition. Until next time, stay safe out there. Tip your waiters and waitresses, and we'll see you soon.